The next guy coming on stage, a very good friend of mine. He actually took the class the second time now, and he actually has a TV credit. You're going to see him on The Biggest Loser, so please keep it going for Nelio Costa. One more time, keep it going for Nelio.
Costa, Nelio Costa. And I am a single mother. But again, keep it going for Sean. Sean was great. I love Miami. I love the audience. So many classy girls here tonight. I love older women. So it's perfect. But my best friend's mom is in jail for having sex with her 14-year-old son's hockey team. Which was shocking because I had no idea we had youth hockey in Florida. I know we had plenty of old sluts, but youth hockey somehow, fell underneath my radar. I was playing the wrong sport. But she had sex with a hockey team, which is amazing. That's a center, 2 wings, 2 defensemen, and a goalie. That's a lot of people. And if that was a plot of one of the Mighty Ducks movies, I think Emilio Estevez would still be famous. I'd be watching that right now. The new rendition of The Flying V. Did anyone actually watch the Mighty Ducks? Woo! Mighty Ducks fans in the house in Miami. That's great. But no, this is a serious thing. This is a really, horrible thing. I promised them I wouldn't tell anybody. So I never talk about it unless I'm in a room with over 100 people. But she would send her son over to his father's house, call over the hockey team, give them alcohol, and then have sex with them. Give them alcohol? They're 14 years old. When I was 14 years old, I used to masturbate to Betty Rubble. I didn't need liquor to lower my inhibitions. I used to get a hard on when I wrestled my dog. I still do. Wrestle my dog, sir, please. Please. No, it's a sad story, man. It's a really sad story. I mean, it was one of the kids who went to the police. That is a selfish player. That kid is not getting past the puck for the rest of his life. Can you imagine one of those games? It's horrible. You know when you're having a gangbang? You guys know. And you always got to deal with that guy. He rubs his dick on you one too many times for it to be an accident. Or when it's finally your turn, he gives you eye contact the entire time. There's no eye in team and there's no eye contact in gangbang. That's the 2 rules of hockey sex, man. Really sad. No, people call her a pedophile, man. They're 14 years old. That woman is a hero. There was an engineering professor who was arrested because he was looking at child pornography on an airplane. Child pornography on an airplane? Can't he just wait till he gets home like a regular person? Like, it's gross, man. And everyone complains about fat people on an airplane. Like, oh, I sat next to a fat person. Much better than sitting next to someone watching child porn, right? Imagine that reaction. You're like, oh shit. Your thighs are touching. He's got that child molester grin. You know what I'm talking about. Seriously. And I find the strangest part is he watches the child pornography and he doesn't masturbate. You can't masturbate on a plane. So at what point in your pedophilia do you no longer need to police? You just intently watch, man. That's engineers. Everyone hears of engineers. It's sick fuck, man. The first female suicide bomber blew herself up recently in Afghanistan. Very sad. But I find it amazing because my girlfriend won't even blow me, let alone blow herself up. You know what? She won't make me a sandwich, give me a back massage. She didn't co-sign on my car. It's a difficult time with credit. Very difficult. But no, man, it's terrible. Guys are 5 times more likely to commit suicide than girls. It makes plenty of sense. You look at through history, it's been only men, you know, Japanese kamikazes, the Muslim terrorists, most Taco Bell customers are men. I've seen this cats and dogs really. And I gave a dog. Someone came in late at night in my apartment, and the dog would run up and shot in the face. It would sacrifice himself for me. But a cat, nah, a cat doesn't give a fuck. Someone came to my house and then like, my cat went and had sex with my friend Chris Jackson and then unfriended me on Facebook and then wouldn't talk to me anymore. I miss you, Bria. Buckler, I miss you. Gabrielle Buckler. No, but I lost my virginity a little bit more than 10 years ago now. Thank you so much. It's been 10 years. And I'm waiting to have sex for that second time real soon. I hear the second time is amazing. Now, I was 16 years old. I had a girlfriend. She was very pretty. And she used to sleep in my room, in my bedroom. And my parents didn't say a thing. Now, I thought they were naive, but they just thought that was the best I ever was going to get. And they were right. Thank you, Mom and Dad. And we were both Catholics, so we had a lot of guilt, and we were going to have sex until we got married. So we spent most of our time dry humping. Like 6 months of dry humping for a guy is terrible. I got a girlfriend and suddenly orgasmed way less, you know? And I'm the idiot because it took me 3 months before I started wearing sweatpants. I was wearing jeans because only the men laughed at that joke. The women, I had no idea what you're talking about. You should be grateful a woman straddled him. And I'm very grateful. No, man, I have a scar, man. I have a jean scar. It's a horrible story to tell. Luckily, it's like in that part of like your balls where it looks like you've been threaded with a needle. Like, what was God thinking? He needed a needle and thread to sew us up out of it? It's weird as hell, man. Everyone else has that, right? Like, I'm not the only one. Like, there's not an accident my parents somehow missed. You know? Thank God. I've seen plenty of porno. That back shot of the guy. The seam's there for everybody. So, it was 6 months. I finally asked her, can we have sex? And she said, yes. Oh my God, it was perfect. But under one condition. She still wanted to remain a virgin. So we had to have sex in her ass. Which was fine with me. Like, I was just so glad the Catholic faith had such an amazing loophole. And what a hole. Apparently, God doesn't see anal sex. Which means the coaching staff at Penn State is going straight to heaven. Like, holy shit. I don't know if I want to live in this world anymore. You two in the front, I'm so sorry. Now I was reading the New England Journal of Medicine, and an asshole does not provide natural lubricant like a vagina does. This is true. So it's 3:45 in the morning, and I'm in my kitchen, and I'm not a big fan of mayonnaise. It's really gross. Like, it's really like disgusting. I have nothing else to use. But I decided against it. Don't worry, the story doesn't go in that direction. And it's really fattening. I'm not really sure how things absorb down there. Like, she had a really like petite figure, so like pumping copious amounts of mayonnaise inside her was not going to help anything. I had cake frosting. Now, cake frosting normally works. I can attest to that. I'm sure you can as well. But the only flavor I had was chocolate. Visually speaking, having anal sex with chocolate frosting, it was my first time. I needed to be sure. Like, what was me and what was her? But God smiled upon me. My parents kept a bottle of olive oil underneath the sink, you know? So I grabbed a cereal bowl, because I wasn't gonna like pour the olive oil like into her anal cavity like a Mazda Miata, you know? I'm not a very sexy person. Like, I don't know if you've gotten that now. So that would have probably ruined the mood, like those big tins of olive oil into it, and I went like spin around. So of course I was gonna pour the olive oil into the bowl, dip my penis in it, and then facilitate the request, you know? Because I respect women. That's a very respectful thing to do. It's a very respectful thing to do. So I have the olive oil, I have the bowl, and I'm turning to finally lose my virginity. Like, I have complete tumescence, like an erection pointing to the wall. And as I go back, my mother is standing at the doorway, and she had seen the whole fiasco. This guy knows what I'm talking about. And she's horrified, obviously, trying to cover the erection with the bowl. And she hadn't seen my penis in like 3-4 days, no, 3-4 years. Wait, what was it, 16? All right, 8 years, I hope. And like, she looked so disappointed at the progress. Like, I have not grown into. Purpose to try to go out. Because this is the important part. And she just looked at me. And she says, put it back when you're done. We'll have a long conversation about this in the morning. I was like, oh, this is amazing. Like, I'm still about to have sex with her. But we never had that conversation. Because the next morning was September 11th, 2001. Thank you so much. Osama bin Laden somehow saved me from the second most awkward moment that ever happened in my life. I swear to God, this is true. And I see these planes hit the tower, and the first thing that comes into my head was, God sees anal sex. I had caused 9/11. And to this very day, it affects me, man. Like, every single time that I see an airplane crash, I get a crazy erection. Like, it's insane. Guys, thank you so much. My name is Nelio Costa. Find me on Facebook. I love to meet all you guys. And thank you so much for coming to the show, man.